Lime, male. Hi, little man. Thanks so much for coming. I wanted to meet you. Okay, so he was really, really quick to come out of the enclosure. Did a sort of indirect line to me. His tail is trying to wag, but he's shaking. So he is feeling quite a bit of stress because he doesn't know what just happened. So he was the first time taken away from his litter mates. Dropped in this room. He's never been in this room. He's never met me before. So huge stressors for a puppy. So he had enough confidence to come out of the cage or the enclosure. To give you reference, a lot of times I have to encourage them and get up and help them because they just shut down. This guy has a nice level of confidence, even though it took him a minute, and but he did come to me. So he's coming to me, not in an overly happy way, like he's looking to me for some help. So I'm not going to coddle him. I'm just going to let him know that I'm approachable. And good thing in the room, but the rest is up to him. So I'm going to stop patting him and see if he stays with me or actually goes around the room and looks at the toys that we have here. So it's a smallish room, but there's lots of exploring to do. Lots of smells. There's lots of toys. So we're just going to see what he's going to do all on his own, and that will help figure out if he's a social puppy or more environmentally focused. So neither one is better than the other. It's just sort of handled or trained in a different way. If they're environmental, you're going to work on building a bond, and then if they're overly social and dependent, you're going to try to build their confidence and independence and through games and what is that? You're used to that noise. That noise goes in the house too, little man. Yeah. So he's one of the few puppies that have actually noticed ceiling fans. So he's staying by me, but he is looking around the room. I have a very itchy eye. So there's a little crying going on. His tail is starting to wag, but he's not really going anywhere. It's a really nice body height, and his tail is actually up and over his back, although not overly active, but it's not tucked between his legs, so he's handling the stress. It also gives you a little bit of an idea of what he might be like when you take him home. So he's not going to be like running all through your house all super happy and everything. He's going to be a little bit on the shy side, and maybe take some time. Like maybe don't have a pile of people there to meet him on his first day. Like give him a couple of days to settle in. And anytime there's something new, give him the time to think about it. Because he is a bit of a thinker. And he's careful. There's a bit of a body stretch going to that tent because he doesn't know what it is. So he's being quite careful. Sniffing everything. There's the body stretch again. or he's gonna pee. No, body stretch. What I do like is that he's not sure what's going on, but man, he's really trying to push through and look around and do it on his own. So that's really, really nice. Right now he's licking my fingers. There's no use of teeth. And there they are. So puppies do explore new things in their world with their teeth sometimes. It's a puppy thing. And then they go through a stage where they're teething. But they have to learn at an early age that there's no teeth on skin. That's very important. And it's important that they understand it. It's not just a matter of reprimanding them. They have to know. And you go through a process of teaching them. So there's no teeth on skin exercises in your puppy training book. He's actually just sort of like curiosity on my hand. So it's not a big deal right now, but like all puppies should be taught that. Big noise going outside the house. I think it's a pressure washer. I'm not sure if that's bothering him, but he's not really leaving me very much. Oh, there we go. What do you think, little man? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah? Good boy. I don't want to encourage him to stay with me. I want to give him a couple of minutes to see what he does, but he's even stretching into my toes. I really like the fact that he's thoughtful, but he can push through the stress. That's a nice combination to have. Isn't that nice? There are a lot of smells in this room, and he has lots of room to look around, but he's sort of sticking by. Aren't you? Yeah? And there's the fan here. So I would have to say that he has a curiosity of his surroundings, but he's definitely more social. So he's very good. You want to get up and do something? I'm going to get up and walk around. This little following or checking in exercise is another way of seeing if he's social or environmental, or what comes naturally to him. So when I start walking around, does he want to follow me? Does he want to control my feet? Does he care where I am? Right now he doesn't. So that is showing me the environmental side of this little guy. Very good. Very good. Perhaps he just didn't know what I wanted. Yeah, puppy good. Very good. So I'm just going to encourage him. So So once he kind of did it once, and I praised him, he is actually responding really, really well. So what you want is a puppy ideal is to go somewhere. The puppy can go off and play with other dogs or people, but he should always check in on you too. It's not up to you to be always looking for him. So ideally you want him to go off and play and then come back to you, kind of nudge you and say, oh good, you're still there, know where you are, bye. So that's a nice balance, and that's just developing the bond. So what you're doing is developing a bond with him. Very good, and you can see, like, it's only been a couple of minutes. So, exceptionally good job. I haven't even had the chance to call him. Puppy, come! Puppy, come! Yes! So I want to start the come in this exercise so that he understands. So do it in a small space like this, and then make the space bigger and different toys maybe, and then eventually outside where there's distractions like squirrels and kids and bikes, and do it there. But please build on this exercise before you take them to a big park or family gathering where there's a lot of stimulus. And a lot of people take their puppies to a dog park and then get really quite upset that the puppy doesn't care where they are. So you have to build this bond before you go, puppy, 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 this way, look, this way. Good guy. Very, very good. So he did an extremely good job here. He did stop to look at something, which is good. You don't want him like always totally stuck to you. You want him to be able to go and enjoy himself. So he did look at the tents and stuff, but he basically followed me, so that's great. So he is just hanging here limp. So this is a little, I don't know if you can see him, this is a little test of patience and tolerance. Very good. So he was like totally limp. So again, he doesn't know me, he has no need to trust me, but he was quite fine with, okay, I'll just do this. So that's a very good, and he's not mad at me. So that's very good. So they have like vets and grooming and stuff like that, so you can't play with them either 24/7. So the patience and tolerance is a very good thing to keep. This guy has a nice level already, so he should be good. Some puppies need to have an exercise to improve that. What is this? Go. Puppy bring it. Oh, very good. Puppy good. Okay. Ow! I'm going to try that one more time. Look, look. Beautiful. Yes. So his retrieval is quite good. Yes, he's such a good boy. I'm going to get a little treat because I think are you becoming more excited? Look. Super! Super, ain't it? Okay, that's what I want to show you. So his retrieval is really, really good. He did it naturally. Usually I'm calling and calling for them to come with it, but he just turned and brought it to me. So he's doing it himself. Very interactive, very playful. So what we're going to try to do is teach him to drop it. Ow! Very good. Now give. So I'm going to ask him for it. Give. And I'm going to give him a little treat. Because if you pull it out of his mouth, they learn quickly to gobble it up, which usually ends you at the vet. So teach them to drop it so that you can avoid that problem. But the actual, the retrieval was very, very good. So after giving him a treat, we're actually going to do another little treat test with him because undoubtedly you will use treats in your training process, which is wonderful. But you have to make sure that they don't get overstimulated with the treat that you're giving them. Basically, you see this? Look. You can imagine how hard it would be for them to focus if they were like crazy about the treat. That's all, they were so excited. An example of a loss of focus would be they'd knock off the cup and then start batting the cup around the room and totally forget there's even a treat. Like they're just overstimulated. So you can see he saw the treat, he knew he wanted it, smartly got the cup off the treat, and is laying down and chewing it. So I don't think you'll have any trouble with a good, it's a little bit different treat from what they're used to because they're only used to puppy food. So he did an extremely good job. I'm going to give you that one. So you should be fine. So the whole thing is to, find a treat that they understand is a reward for a good job, but doesn't send them over the top. So you're constantly in your training process setting your puppy up for success. You don't want to you want to help them out and do it the smartest way. So that was very good. Hey, you're coming alive a little bit. Are you? Are you? What are we going to do now? I need to get you away from me. Very good. What's that? What's that? So we tried to get the noise from behind. So we do, it's an unexpected noise. We do expect a bit of a startle from any dog or puppy. It's how they recover that's important, really. So we're just going to, so look at that. Like he kind of looked at where the noise came from and then went off to play all by himself without any help from me. So super job. He's going to be very helpful when you have to clean. There we go. So very good. Hey, very good indeed. Got stinky stuff on my hands. So he's very attentive. He's almost like what are we going to do next? He's enjoying himself. And getting a little bit of a bum on fire run, aren't you? Yeah? What are we doing? Can you see this? Oh, so good. Good boy. So just to give you reference, there's a lot of puppies that will just run away from this and they go hide or they don't approach it. He had no issues with this whatsoever. So we're looking at, just always introducing new stuff to him. He's got a great noise test and a great visual test. So just keep introducing him new things. Hey, hey. Good. let it go so I can do it again. Okay, so this little guy has a super high prey drive, like a very good prey drive. He was super quick to catch onto it and kill the kill shakes there. So you have to, you just have to think of, again, it's almost like setting them up for success in your training, and you work with their personality. So he has a lot of energy, he's quite happy, he's a little bit more environmental, and now he has a prey drive. So, like your exercises, like the come, the drop it, the leave it, the watch me, like any exercise that will get his attention back on you, because you want to be able to pull him away from like a porcupine or a car, whatever. So what a well-rounded puppy. He's lovely. I hope you enjoy. Good job.